Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Vibrant Life group and the Vibrant Life community. And this is the official podcast where I take my members from stressed and depressed to abundant energy and joy on demand using a process that removes the emotional triggers that prevent us from being our most present, empathic, and thriving selves. We do this by going past the surface clutter of emotions and tapping into our core where joy and boundless energy await. I'm Sarah Nolan, and I'm super excited to be presenting a brand new topic this week, something that I see a ton of confusion around, especially in the law of attraction manifestation community, because this is something that Abraham Hicks and Napoleon Hill and all those people never really dive into this or even contradict this. So when you first hear about it, you may think, well, that's stupid, or hopefully you won't think that, or that's ridiculous. But I want you to just hear me out because this is really important. This is the thing that most people forget this step, and they end up miserable when they get really successful. And it's because they miss this step. So if you are you've reached all of your milestones in your career and you should feel really successful. Everybody sees you as really successful, but then you feel like something's still missing, or maybe even you feel miserable, then this is for you and you're in the right place with this video. And everything that I'm talking about here is what I talk is, a small aspect of what I talk about in Recharge, which is the 12-week process that I take my clients through to energize, rewire, and reconnect. All right. So our topic today, this week, is how to navigate your thoughts without dwelling on negativity and without suppressing important feelings. Now, what most gurus are going to tell you about your thoughts is to do not think a negative thought. No negative thoughts. And so what do you do with those negative thoughts? Where do you put them? They're in your head. How do you get rid of them? What do you do with them? Well, most of us don't have an exact answer for that, so we ignore them, or we suppress them, or we try to drown them out or numb them. And that ultimately isn't productive to have a strong, healthy mind. And it actually can make it a lot worse, and it can give even more power to the negativity. So yes, it's important to manage your thoughts. It's important to pay attention to them and even be a referee to your thoughts, because some of those thoughts are just straight up BS. And then some of them are actually a higher calling, that may be challenging information and may be disguised as negativity. You may receive it as negativity, but it's not really negativity. Just got to check to make sure the audio's on. It's not really negativity, it's the truth. But it might feel bad, so we take it as negativity and we hide it away for another day, when we can't hide things away anymore. And then they all just boil up to the surface and come out as an illness or as a medical emergency. So I've got 5 steps for you, or 5 keys for healthily navigating your thoughts. And what this is, you guys, it's not positive thinking. It's what I call empowered thinking, because empowered thinking looks at the whole picture. There is darkness in this world. There is light in this world. You need one to have the other. If it was all light, it would be nothing. There would be no contrast and you wouldn't be able to see. You learn that in, beginners art classes, right? If you have to have contrast, if you're a photographer, you know what I mean. You have to have the right amount of contrast in order to have this beautiful piece of artwork. If you have just light, just like candy sweet positive thoughts, then it's not real. It's not real. So empowered thinking looks at the big picture, and it includes what some people may see as negative. It includes positive, and it's all about your focus. Because I like to give the analogy of driving. When you're driving, if you want to be a safe driver, you have awareness of everything around you, within the car, everything around you outside, in front of you, behind you, side to side, up and down. You have an awareness of the sounds, the smells, the feeling of your vehicle. You have this awareness. You're not focusing on all of it at once, but you have the awareness and you're not pushing anything away. Think about if you're driving and you see the gas light go on and it's like, oh, that's negative. Cover that up. We don't want to look at that. That is a negative thing. And then you run out of gas and you're on the side of the road, right? So an empowered driver has full awareness of everything, full awareness of the dents, full awareness of the rust, full awareness of the oil level and temperature, full awareness of the kids screaming in the background, full awareness of the cars around you. But you're not going to focus on them. If you focus on the car next to you and you turn your head and you stare at them instead of in front of you, you're going to crash, right? So I'm not talking about focusing and dwelling on negativity, like worrying. I'm talking about having the awareness, and then these 5 keys. So the first one is listen. The second one is explore, replace, and then simplify. And you can make it in that fun little thing, LERS. Listen, explore, release, replace, simplify. And I'm going to talk about all of that this week. Tonight, I'm talking about listening. And so when you have a thought that it's like, what makes you think something's negative or positive? How do you make that judgment? It's how you feel, right? You feel negative or you feel bad from a thought. And so we put a label on it that says that's a negative thought. But just like the gaslight makes us feel worried or scared or nervous or annoyed. But it's not a negative thought. It's just a thought. So it's listening to all the thoughts. And just because you listen to something doesn't mean you need to take stock in it. Doesn't mean you need to believe in it. We're just listening. It's like when your kids are complaining about something. If we ignore all of their, they've got lots of drama or stuff that we know isn't worthy of giving our energy to, but we can still listen to them and make them feel heard. So it's listening to these thoughts and then determining from an objective position, what is this thought telling me? All right. So I'm going to get more into that next time. But today I just wanted to give you that little bit. Listen to your thoughts. Don't run away from them. Don't hide them. Don't shove them away right when they come in. Just listen and see what it's about, because it may not be negative after all. It may just be information. All right. So that's what I wanted to give you. I don't want to overload you on all this stuff. We've got the whole week to cover it. So thank you so much for joining me during this video. And again, if you want to dive more deeply into this and really learn how to gain more control and empowerment over your thoughts and over your emotional and energetic state, then I have some deeper steps for you to go through, and I can give you some feedback on that. So just let me know, shoot me a message, and we can talk some more. And again, tomorrow, come back here at 7 and we'll be talking about exploring. All right. So thank you so much for joining me. And now we're going to bring it over to the inner circle. I'm going to grab that link. I'm going to post it here. So this is the link for the inner circle to do our private Zoom meeting. And if you are interested in being in the inner circle where we get to do this stuff all the time and you get to go through this amazing life-changing process, then let me know. All right. See you guys later. Have a good night.